Thanks for visiting the patient and the weather today. I'm meteorologist Al Peterlin. I'd like to talk about the weather health risk for December 14th, 2025. We do keep more graphics at tpatw.com. And if you do shop on Amazon, if you shop through our patient weather storefront there, you do support patient weather. The surface map for Sunday looks rather simple with high pressure dominating most of the country, and there is a very, very weak dividing line between the west and the east running right down the Rockies, basically from eastern Montana through central Colorado to New Mexico, and the warm air is to the west of that, and everywhere east is cold. There is still that cool front hanging across central Florida. Other than that, it looks like a benign weather map, but it's frigid, and there is still that little bit of snow coming off on the eastern lakes. Looking at our vitality index, and this is a composite of all of the weather elements that can trigger a response in the human body, and it's pretty consistent, really covering almost the eastern two-thirds of the country. Again, with the northern plains and the upper Rockies being slightly different, meaning an area of asthma and arthritis. Everywhere east is more of a risk of headache and migraine. Looking at pressure change, and pressure change is one of those interesting issues for almost anyone suffering from either headache, migraine, or arthritis. And you'll see we have a large area of falling pressure here in the northern plains, Montana, North and South Dakota, reaching down into Nebraska and touching the westernmost portion of Minnesota. But notice the east, from Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, across the south all the way to Georgia, and then north up the coast all the way to eastern and central Pennsylvania, and on up into Canada, taking in the Great Lakes, a significant area of very firmly rising pressure. Temperature change, again following very much that same pattern with some warming temperatures up here in the northern plains in Montana, and very sharply falling temperatures across the entire south from Texas, Oklahoma, all the way to Georgia, actually picking in portions of northern Florida, going up through the Tennessee Valley, making it all the way up to the southernmost portion of the lakes, and then going east over to New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Carolinas, and on up into New England. Dew point temperatures, very much the same pattern, falling in the south and east, rising up in the northern plains, and the vapor is supporting that. Hoping for change just isn't going to cut it for this Sufferin Sunday, and we have that risk of asthma and arthritis here from Montana, from Nebraska, up through the Dakotas and western Minnesota, a significant risk of migraine from Oklahoma and Texas east all the way across northern Florida to the Carolinas, and then up into the Tennessee and lower portions of the Ohio Valley, pushing across through all the middle Atlantic states up into New York and trying to make its way up into New England, probably holding about the central sections of Maine. Thanks for visiting the patient and the weather. Your comments are appreciated. And if you hurt and looks like a lot of hurt on Sunday, let us know where you're located.